Love can heal and love can inspire. But sometimes, love crosses every line. These are real stories. Get comfortable, put on your headphones, and prepare for 11 of the strangest love stories in history. Love that eyes couldn't see. In 1959, a man named Bert Pugach fell in love with Linda Riss, but Linda left him after finding out he was already married. Bert couldn't accept that. He hired 3 men to throw acid in her face. She was blinded, disfigured. He went to prison for 15 years. But here's the twist. While in prison, they wrote letters, and in 1974, Linda married him. They wrote a book, and even starred in a documentary. It's called Crazy Love. Gamer marries virtual character. Sal 9000 was a 27-year-old gamer, but he didn't want a real girlfriend. Instead, he fell in love with a character named Nene Anagasaki. She was part of a dating simulator on Nintendo DS. He live-streamed their wedding. There was a DJ, there were vows, and yes, there was a kiss to the screen. He called it a half-serious wedding, but to him, it was very real. Mad love on the edge of sanity. In 1931, Carl Tanzler worked as a radiology technician. He fell in love with his patient, Elena Hoyos, but she died from tuberculosis. Most people grieve and move on. Carl didn't. He took her body, dressed it in a wedding gown, danced with it, slept beside it. He used wax and perfume to hide the decay. And he did this for 7 years. When he was finally caught, the law said it was too late to punish him. But his love never ended. She married her twin sister's killer. In 2010, Victor Tsingolani was convicted of murder. He was found guilty of killing Johanna Casas, a 19-year-old model. Her twin sister Edith didn't believe it. She loved him, and she married him while he was still in prison. The ceremony took place behind bars. Her family cut her off, but Edith said, "Victor is not a violent man. I'm not crazy. We just love each other." He returned to his cell. She walked away as his wife. In love with a wall that divided. Ejarita loved the Berlin Wall. She married it, took its name. She called it her soulmate. For over 30 years, she believed they had a real relationship. But when the wall came down in 1989, she cried for days. "They mutilated my husband," she said. Her love was made of concrete, but to her, it was alive. Twins who married twins. And had twins. Craig and Mark Sanders were identical twins. So were Diana and Darlene Nettemeyer. They met at a twins festival in Ohio. Fell in love, twin with twin. Got married in the same ceremony. Moved into houses next door to each other. And then, Craig and Diana had twin boys. That's right, twins married twin and had twins. You couldn't script it better. Obsessive love or forced wedding? Madeleine Deme was 64 when she met a man in church. She fell hard. He didn't feel the same. But that didn't stop her. She sent him over 50 letters, picked out wedding rings, and even booked a court date for the ceremony. Without him knowing. He found out when the jeweler called to confirm payment. Some call it love. Others, obsession. She married a dolphin. Sharon Tendler was a millionaire from the UK, but her heart belonged to someone else. A dolphin named Cindy. She met him in the 1990s at an Israeli resort, visited him for over 10 years, and on December 28, 2005, she married him. It was the first known interspecies marriage. She called it symbolic, but to her, it was love. Cindy passed away just a year later. I married a Ferris wheel. Linda Ducharme had always felt different. She didn't fall for people, she fell for machines. First it was a plane, then a train. But in 2012, she married a Ferris wheel. She named it Bruce and called their connection unbreakable. Her love never stopped spinning. The cardboard husband. In 2014, Lauren Adkins said, "I do." to a cardboard cutout of Robert Pattinson. 50 guests attended the wedding. There were vows, a cake, a walk down the aisle. She said he was always there for her, never argued, and made her feel seen. Fiction or reality? For Lauren, it didn't matter. The Man Who Married Trees. Richard Torres is an environmental activist, but he found love in the forest, literally. He married trees, dozens of them. As a protest for climate awareness, he wore a suit, hugged the trunk, and kissed the bark. "They are my wives," he said, "and they deserve love too." Love takes many shapes. Some heal, some hurt, some we may never understand. But every story leaves a mark. This was Talesmere. Subscribe for more strange, true, and unforgettable stories. Until next time.